Hey everybody, here's a little weather update for you. This is now Monday, June 7th. We're going to talk about a little weather quiz I had up on my social media pages. We're going to talk about a wet week ahead, but I think the pattern may go into a drier weather pattern about mid-month. So several things we want to go over. We're going to get started first of all with just a little recap. Again, if you haven't followed me yet, find me on Facebook or Twitter. I kind of keep things up to date for you there when you don't see me on TV, and I throw some weather quizzes up there occasionally. Here was the last one I had, and this was what major weather or what major event happened 13 years ago. It was on June 6th and 7th of 2008. And my options were tornado outbreak, flooding, solar eclipse, or record heat wave. Well, the answer, I try to fool people. I can't really fool them. On Twitter, the vast majority thought it was flooding. And on Facebook, more than 114 or 15 responses. Every single one knew what it was. It was flooding. If you've lived around this area for a little while, you remember that. We call it the flood of '08. And it happened on the night of Friday, June 6th into the morning of Saturday, June 7th of 2008. Interesting that on June 3 and 4, we had almost 5 inches of rain at the station. Then the actual event happened on June 6th into the morning of the 7th when we got almost 9 more inches. It's a little hard to see underneath my little image there, but that was a 5-day total of just shy of 14 inches of rain. So the ground was already saturated. We got that heavy rain that came through on that June 6, 7, and that's what caused us to have the flood of '08. So that was just 13 years ago when that happened. Okay, let's talk about dew points. When the dew points are above 60, close to 70, it's pretty uncomfortable. I'm just going to let this play out for you. You'll notice the dew points pretty much stay in that same range all the way through the next 48 hours. This is going all the way through Wednesday, so it's going to be quite muggy, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, and it's going to stay that way. The wind also is coming from the south right now as we head through the day tomorrow into Tuesday at 4 p, kind of a southeast wind, and as we get into the day on Wednesday, we'll see the winds out of the south, but notice a little change, a little spin in the wind flow up there near Danville. That's actually an area of low pressure moving through, and that may actually drop the rain chances down a little bit behind that on Thursday. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. It might increase the rain chances Wednesday, drop the rain chances a little bit as we get into Thursday. So that's what our wind looks like. We're basically a southerly direction the next couple of days. So here we go. We'll just let this play out the next 48 hours. Scattered showers and storms will be around. They tend to die off a little bit at night, peak a little bit more in the daytime, and then die off a little bit more at nighttime as we head through the next couple days. And that pattern is going to stay with us for a while. Typical summer pattern as we head through pretty much the rest of this week, it looks like. So let's go longer term. This map's for Thursday. Now, see, by Thursday, we really don't show that low pressure anymore. So even though we still have some rain chances, the odds may go down just a little bit on that. This is now Friday. Again, that low pressure is kind of off to the northeast, so we're still looking at very warm weather, but the rain chances drop off some. This is now getting into Saturday, probably looking at some pretty good weather, although it's going to be kind of hot. This is getting into Sunday, a little front to the north. Again, rain chances I think are not great with that. And then as we get into Monday, we do show that front in the area, and it may kick off a few showers, but I think the rain chances are going to be lower once we hit the upcoming weekend. We can kind of show that to you here. This is our 24-hour rainfall forecast. This one is 7 p Monday to 7 p Tuesday, so basically Tuesday. Not a lot, but rain in the area. Now, this is probably when the 24-hour time period when we see the greatest amount of rain. This is 7 p Tuesday to 7 p Wednesday. So Tuesday night, Wednesday, remember the low pressure is going to move up over us. So we'll probably see an increased risk of some somewhat heavier rain than Tuesday night, Wednesday. Now, this is getting into Wednesday night into Thursday. Still got some of that, probably mostly Wednesday night, dropping some by Thursday, because then notice what happens. This is now 7 p Thursday to 7 p Friday. Basically, Friday looks like it dries out a little bit. This is getting into 7 p Friday to 7 p Saturday. Don't show much around here. And now this is 7 p Saturday to 7 p Sunday. Again, don't really show anything in the area as well. And this would be 7 p Sunday to 7 p Monday. So the idea is the longer term, once we get to the weekend early next week, the rain chances kind of dry up in the area. Speaking of rainfall, this is a projection from the European. This is over the next 10 days, and these numbers are probably pretty accurate. I mean, there'll be isolated heavier amounts, but a lot of the two-state area probably looking at 3+ inches of rain, again, stretched out over several days. This would be the GFS model. It's a little lighter, but still has us, an 1.5 to a couple of inches of rain. And this would be the Canadian. It's a little lower. It has some of the heavy rain southeast. But the point is we probably have some pretty decent rain coming as we head through the next several days. And that's probably going to be good because I'm going to show you the long-term idea, and we may be going into a drier weather pattern once we hit about mid-month. So here's our forecast for the area. Some scattered showers and storms Tuesday through Friday. Temperatures slowly increasing from 79 Tuesday to 86 Friday. Right now, I think the rain chances for the weekend are kind of low. We don't show anything in there, and it will be warm. 88 Saturday, 86 on Sunday. So definitely some summer-like weather. We're going to wrap up with the 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day outlooks. This is now June 13 to, actually should be June, 13 to 17 at the top. I got those dates wrong, 13 to 17. We're still warm here. And when you look at the precip, here's what I'm talking about now. This is, again, June 13 to 17. It looks like we're going into a drier weather pattern. And that's going to continue because here's now the 8 to 14 day. This is June 15 to 21. We actually may see the temperature start to cool some about mid-month. And look at this. We stay in that below normal precip pattern. So probably a good thing we've got rain in the forecast this week to get some of that moisture because it's looking like about mid-month to, at least for a week after that, we could be looking at some drier weather across a good portion of the Corn Belt and into this area. So rain showers right now could be beneficial in the long run as we start to turn into a drier weather pattern.